Hi everyone, welcome to this quick tutorial on how to write a strong thesis statement, an essential step in crafting a successful research paper in any of your history courses. Whether you're examining health reform in Colombia or social movements in Cold War Latin America, your thesis is the engine that drives your entire paper. So let's break it down. What is a thesis statement? A thesis isn't just a topic or a research question, it's your argument. It answers your research question with a clear, debatable claim that is supported by historical evidence. Let's say you were like me and you were interested in researching public health policy in Colombia during the 1930s and 40s. The research question might be, how did public health initiatives shape state building in Colombia during the Second Liberal Republic? A possible thesis might be that public health in Colombia changed during the middle decades of the 20th century. At first glance, it might seem fine. It's true, public health did change. But as a thesis, this statement is too vague and too broad. First, it's not debatable. No one would argue that public health didn't change. A strong thesis should make a claim that someone could reasonably disagree with. Second, it lacks specificity. What kinds of changes? Were they political, social, institutional? Were they successful? Which groups were affected? We need to know what you're arguing. Third, it doesn't tell us why it matters. What's the significance of these changes? Did they shape state power? Did they impact rural communities? A strong thesis should answer the so what question. Instead of just stating that public health changed, we should aim to make a specific, arguable, and meaningful claim about how and why it changed, and ultimately about what that change meant for Colombian society. A strong thesis might sound like this. Public health campaigns during Colombia's Second Liberal Republic were not simply technocratic efforts to control disease. They were central to the state's attempt to assert authority, foster national identity, and redefine the relationship between rural communities and the state. Now that's much better. It's specific, arguable, and based in historical evidence and context. Let's take a closer look at what makes it strong. There are 4 qualities every thesis should have. First, it must be debatable. Could someone reasonably disagree? In this case, yes. Some may argue that public health was secondary to other political goals. Second, it must be supported. Can you back it up with evidence? Absolutely. You could use government records, health policy documents, and even rural testimonies. Third, it should be focused and specific. It doesn't just say that public health was important, it tells us how and why. And finally, it must be significant. It should answer the so what by connecting health initiatives to broader social and political changes. A strong thesis also helps you organize your paper. Take that Colombia example again. That thesis gives us a roadmap. First, you might start by showing how public health was used as a tool of state authority. Second, how it helped shape national identity. And third, how it redefined rural-state relations. Each of these themes becomes a body paragraph or a section of your paper. Of course, that is supported by historical sources that you've consulted. The thesis gives you a map for your essay. And here's the most important part. Your thesis will evolve. You start with a research question, and as you dig into your sources and begin drafting, you revise your thesis to reflect what the evidence is showing you. Ask yourself, is it still debatable? Can I prove it? Is it too broad? And most importantly, why should someone care? You'll probably rewrite your thesis several times, and that's not just okay, it's expected. Let's wrap up with a quick recap. Your thesis is your historical argument. It must be debatable, supportable, specific, and significant. It should guide your paper's structure, and it will likely change as you research and write. If you need help refining your thesis, visit your professors during their office hours, go to the Writing and Multiliteracy Center, or talk it out with a peer. History is about making strong, evidence-based claims, and your thesis is where it all begins. Happy writing.